All right, fans, here we go. This is it, the main event scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right in the blue corner. He's entering the ring wearing white trunks with red trim and fighting out of Columbus, Ohio. His weight, 231 1/2 pounds. His record, 29 wins, 4 defeats, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 19 wins by way of knockout. He's ranked number 3 by the WBC, number 4 contender in the WBA. Please welcome the challenger, James Buster Douglas. And his opponent, the defending champion on my left, really needing no introduction the world over. He's ready to fight out of the red corner and attired in black trunks. Hailing from Catskill, New York, he weighed in at a ready 220 1/2 pounds. His outstanding record, 37 wins, no defeats, with 33 big wins by way of knockout. He's making his 10th defense of the heavyweight crown, introducing the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
I'll tell you one thing, every time I hear that word, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and I've done over 150 world title fights, I get a chill going down my spine. There's the tail of the tape. You see the age difference. You see the height difference. As a matter of fact, as you take a look at it, Douglas wins all the way down the line. He's in the prime of life, just 6 years older, but it didn't seem to make much difference because so was Carl the Truth Williams, who had a tremendous streak as well. Okay, take a look at the reach there. A big advantage for James Buster Douglas, but that season just really hasn't made any difference in the fights that any of the fighters that Mike Tyson's had to face. So in spite of the height and reach and I suppose the age doesn't make much difference, forget the tail of the tape, we're ready to go. It's round 1, the heavyweight championship of the world from Tokyo. Again, Buster Douglas said he was going to come off his stool and go after him right away. Octavio Moran, the third man in the ring, has to separate them. And Buster Douglas doing what he needs to do, and that's stay away from Mike. The big danger is getting caught coming out, not getting caught coming in. Mike is very quick on his feet as he tries to stalk Buster Douglas. Douglas trying to stay away from the punching power area of Mike Tyson here in round 1. Tyson, of course, in the black trunks. In the white trunks, James Buster Douglas. Tyson very patient at this stage. Now he gets a little bit more aggressive, goes after Buster Douglas. Douglas fights back off the ropes. Douglas not showing any fear here, and sometimes that's been the downfall of the opponents that Mike Tyson has faced, at least the past 4 to 6 opponents that he's faced. He's knocked them all silly, you might say, because they lose respect if they cruise through the first few seconds with him. It only takes one shot for Mike to get you in a lot of trouble. Buster Douglas waiting a little bit, not getting off as fast as he said he would get off in the first round. Johnny Johnson, the trainer and manager of Buster Douglas, said he wanted to be real aggressive in the first round, but it looks like right now the referee has warned them about watching the heads coming together as that body shot by Mike Tyson. Douglas tries to tie him up immediately, and again, when he's separated, this is where Mike Tyson can be very dangerous when you're separating, and instead, it's Buster Douglas who goes after him. So Douglas is trying to establish himself here, showing no fear in the first round. You see the time remaining is about 1 minute and 15 seconds right now remaining in the round. Tyson nailed by a right hand. And to this point in the first round, I got to give James Douglas this much of the round, and we're a couple of minutes into this first round. Just about a minute to go now in the first round. Douglas showing respect but not fear of the very powerful champion. The champion misses. Good shot landed by Buster Douglas, and the champion gets nailed again. The people in the Tokyo Dome a bit surprised. When Tyson gets hit, he gets mad. Douglas ties him up in close again. Mike keeps that face right in the face and on the chin of Buster Douglas. A good first round so far for James Buster Douglas. Champion wild with the left hook. Douglas ties those arms up. So far, Douglas fighting a smart first round. And you see when he got that left hand up there, he grabbed Tyson and pulled him right in. And Tyson nailed him with the uppercut inside there. So Tyson's very dangerous, and you can't get sloppy. Ooh, a wild right hand. But again, it's the left hook of Tyson that catches him. I'm going to give the first round to Buster Douglas. Let's see if it is. Through the corner and hear what they have to say in Mike Tyson's corner. Let's see if we can hear anything here now.
All right, dude, close the gap. You're laying back too much. More aggressive. 7-7. Move your hand from the inside, body to hand. Don't lay back. All right, close that gap. 対します青コーナー挑戦者ジェームス・ダグラス。
That's Aaron Snowell giving directions to the champion. Now we look across the way for Buster Douglas, who had an impressive first round. I thought he won the first round.
And then look for 2 or 3 shots.
Slow down in there, right? Slow down in there. Bring it back.
2 or 3 punches, baby. 3 or 4. Relax. Suck it up. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Use that stick. Then look for 3 and 4 punches on his desk.
Round 2.
All right, we're coming up to round 2. Bob Sheridan here on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network, the heavyweight championship of the world. Look for Mike Tyson to try to pick up the pace here and control and try to bully Buster Douglas here in the second round. Tyson doesn't like the idea that he may have lost the first round, and you can expect to see him try to bully Buster Douglas. And this is when we're going to see if Douglas can keep him off. And he's got to do it with that jab. Don't let Tyson get in too close to you. Don't get him any place near that where that left hook or the jab or the uppercut or the right hand can tag you. All of those are punishing blows by Tyson, especially the left hook and the uppercut. Tyson comes in, and Buster Douglas is ready to mix with him. Again, Douglas can't stand flat-footed like that. He's got to get away. Oh, a wild right hand catches Tyson. As the left hook, it does no damage to Buster Douglas. Douglas tying him up every time that Mike Tyson comes in. A couple of pretty good shots. One landed in the first round, one in the second round here by Buster Douglas. Thus far in the fight, Mike Tyson hasn't landed a big blow. And one of the impressive things for James Buster Douglas is he's not allowing Mike to bully him.
We're not getting about no Mike Tyson. Kiss the right, baby. Off the jab.
We're in round 2. We're in Tokyo, Japan. We're coming to you live. It's the heavyweight championship of the world. And so far, Buster Douglas has not been intimidated by Mike Tyson. Right hand grazes past the nose. He's using uppercuts. Tyson just shakes his head. That didn't hurt him, he says. Buster wants to continue to do what he did in the early going of round 1 and 2. When he gets in, tie him up immediately. Otherwise, Tyson will nail you with the left hook to the body when he gets in tight. And then the other thing is, don't get hit at the end of a punch when you're pulling out. Tyson's cute. He's quick on his feet. He's giving up a lot of inches in reach here. He's giving up 12 inches in reach and about 4.5 inches in height. And so far, Douglas is the only guy that really looks like he's using it effectively to his advantage. Remember in the Tony Tucker IBF championship, heavyweight championship fight, Douglas ran out of gas along about the 10th round. This is in round 2. A lot of people didn't expect it to go this far. A lot of people were talking about a 3rd or 4th round knockout for Tyson and giving Buster Douglas no chance at all when they take it off the board in Las Vegas. But a right hand catches Mike Tyson. An uppercut catches Tyson. Another right hand. Tyson's been hit about 5 or 6 times. Tyson's got to hang on. And it's the first time I've seen Mike have to hang on. Tyson is mad now. He tries to hit with a left hook on the break. Buster Douglas winning this second round, I'll tell you. A nice combination of the punches. There was about 4 or 5 punches that landed on Mike Tyson's flush. That's the end of round number 2. And for the first time, I've seen somebody punish Mike Tyson with some combinations of punches. These punches land. Bang! See that head and neck snap? That left hook caught him. Light left hook, wild with that one. The 2 punches were very heavy, and Buster throws that one that goes over his head. So in that, with all of those punches that were thrown, only one landed heavily. But the most important thing here, as we show you a different angle of it, is Douglas is roughing up Tyson a bit. He's not afraid of him at all. He's not giving him the respect that, and certainly he shows no fear of him. He's being able to do some things here that Tyson hasn't had done to him. There's a real good right hand that got him. All right, this is round number 3. I've got Douglas winning the first 2 rounds. Tyson has that look on his face like, hey, I'm going to kill you, guy. Now, let's see if he can execute successfully what he's done so many times before. He goes with the left hook to the body, tries to catch Douglas. Douglas is fighting what I would call a very intelligent fight so far. When Mike moves in, he grabs, hangs on, and he keeps him up. There's a right hand gets through. 2 nights. Oh, a right hand. Cut Tyson right on the button. I'll tell you, the double left jab and a right hand caught Tyson. This is round 3. Left hook misses. Tyson comes in, and he's getting hit again. The referee warns about hitting and holding. This is the time now, after a few successful punches, that Douglas has got to keep his ring savvy. He can't allow himself to be waltzed to sleep by a bit of success. Don't forget, Frank Bruno caught Tyson with a pretty good shot in the first round of their fight and later paid the price. He's got to continue doing what he's doing. That is, tie up the hands of Tyson when he's in tight, and then when he does try to get away in a hurry. Tyson gets through the right hand that time, but nothing too heavy. You notice the way Buster Douglas throws his elbows out and forces Mike to grab onto him. And also when Mike throws the left hook, he's got to get up underneath that. Right hand gets through, left hook catches Tyson. You know, in the mixed blood Green fight, Green was a much, I think, 5 or 6 inches taller as well. But all he did was tie Tyson up. Tyson never had the chance. Tyson is not a guy that loses his patience. He's got the ring savvy, big body blow that time downstairs by Tyson. Douglas cannot allow him to do this if he's going to be successful against Mike Tyson. He's got to keep that jab out. Don't let Mike come in like this. Mike is terribly dangerous when he does this. Douglas doing a good job of tying Mike up so the referee has to come in and separate him. Watch out for that left hook, Buster. A lot of guys have paid the price. The uppercut has caught Tyson 2 or 3 times in the fight. Tyson is now more the aggressor, but again, Buster Douglas has come to fight this guy. He's not showing any fear at all. Doing the things he has to do to survive, and not only survive, but be aggressive. Right hand gets through, it catches Douglas. I thought his legs wobbled a bit that time. Douglas had better tie him up right here. When it comes, it'll be one punch that'll start it, and then Mike, when he gets the guy in trouble. As the bell ends round number 3, certainly a better round for Mike Tyson that time, but a very close round because both guys landed some punches. I'd score that round dead even.
You're not closing the gap, Mike. You got to get inside by jabbing and moving your head. When you get in the inside, you got to punch. All right? Punch, right? Jab, jab, overhand, right, come back into the foot. Okay? Flat. You're too flat-footed in it. Right. Okay?
Trust in what you know. Do it. Let it go. Don't be so cautious with the punches.
Totals and punches, we understand from our boys at PunchStat, tell us that Douglas has landed 73 punches to 28 landed by Mike Tyson, the champion. So certainly that is something totally different that we haven't seen in any of Mike Tyson's fights for a long, long time. This is round 4. Bob Sheridan here on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. And James Buster Douglas surprising everyone in attendance here. And I'm sure you people around the world, he's making a legitimate shot and a legitimate bid at taking Mike Tyson's belt away from him. That jab has been effective. His uppercut has been effective. The one thing he must guard against, and that's being careless. He can't get careless, and he can't let your confidence lull you to sleep against Mike Tyson, because he is dangerous. He's got the power. We've never seen, and I've done most of the telecasts involving most of Mike Tyson's fights, and I've never seen him take the shots that he's taken in this fight. Douglas very crafty in trying to catch Mike Tyson when he's coming in, throwing a vicious right uppercut. He's done that 2 or 3 times in the fight. He's landed a couple of them. Again, Douglas must guard against overconfidence, and I don't mean overconfidence that like he can win the fight. I mean the confidence of not being hurt so far in the fight. He catches Tyson again coming in. A jab in the face. I'll tell you, for all the opponents that Tyson has faced, most of them have been much taller than he is. And for the first time, this guy is using his reach and his height to a definite advantage. His jab is in the face of Tyson. When Tyson comes in, he'll nail him with the right hand or come with the uppercut. Mike has got a true test in front of him, but that's just to this point. Don't forget, one punch can change all of that. As far as boxing, James Douglas is outboxing Mike Tyson to this point. But when you've got a puncher like Tyson, it can come like a bolt out of the blue at any time. As Buster can't get lazy, he's got to get that left hand up there. But he's smart enough to tie him up immediately when he comes in. That's the jab that he needs, and real good. And he's got a double. Oh, a right hand catches Mike. Follows up again with a jab. Mike's legs never seem to go when he's hit, but some of these punches look pretty good. The better punches, if you've just joined us for one reason or another, you haven't been with us from the beginning. Buster Douglas is leading in this fight. He's landed 2 or 3 to 1 the amount of punches Mike Tyson has landed. This was the round that people said, well, I doubt if it'll go beyond 3 or 4. And in 20 seconds, James Douglas will be made believers out of a lot of people that wouldn't have thought he could get beyond 4, I'll tell you that. Tyson not controlling, Tyson not being able to bully Buster Douglas. Again, he's got a guard against that left hook. Oh, that caught him. Not a real flush punch, but it buckled the legs. Mike takes a shot himself, and the bell ends round number 4.
Come back. Everything will be there. Everything will be there. Come back, okay?
The 3rd and 4th rounds very difficult to score. I scored the 3rd round even, and I gave a slight edge, although Tyson landed the heavier blow in round 4. I thought that Buster landed more blows in round 4, so I gave him that. Again, Douglas cannot get lazy with this guy. He cannot allow Mike to just cruise in with that left hook ablazing. He's got to continue to tie him up when he comes in and keep him off with the left jab, which he's done so far. That would be the fight plan against Tyson for anybody, but being able to execute it is a whole different kettle of fish. So far, Douglas has been able to do it. He lands a right hand to the side of the head of Mike Tyson. Douglas has knocked out 19 of his 29 opponents, so he does possess a knockout punch. And, of course, we know what Mike Tyson can do. 33 KOs in 37 fights, and his can come at any time. It's been a surprising fight so far, except for one flurry for Mike at the very tail end of round number 4. Buster Douglas has done an amazing job on Mike Tyson through 4 and into 5. Buster doesn't want to do this now. He doesn't want to get caught waiting on him and trying to counterpunch with Mike Tyson. He's got to continue to do what he did through the first 4 rounds. Let's throw the left hand. He caught him with another right again. Mike, of course, with that tremendous... Oh, a good right hand. A left hand catches Mike. The head's really bouncing. 2 of those punches and about 4 landed. 2 of them were very heavy. When I see the head bounce, the next thing my eyes drift down to see the knees. Mike lunges forward, and Buster has no part of it, ties him up again. Your eyes drop down when you see that head snap, and I didn't see the knees buckle by Mike, but he was hit pretty hard. With a minute to go in the round, if Buster can continue to do what he's done throughout this round, he definitely will win this round. But again, you're always looking for in anticipation of the big left hook or the big uppercut to come from Mike Tyson. But again, in all the fights we've done with Mike Tyson, I've never seen him hit like he's been hit in this fight. Much to the credit of James Buster Douglas. Could there be an upset in the making tonight? Who knows? More likely we'll see what people are expecting, and that's one big punch come from someplace that will flatten Buster Douglas. But if you listen to Johnny Johnson and Buster himself and Jay Bright and not Jay Bright, who was plus in Tyson's corner, but J.D. McCauley, you think that they really believe, and they do believe, that James Buster Douglas can beat this man. They didn't come here with the idea of surviving. They came here with the idea of taking it away. Johnny Johnson says he wants to see him put Mike Tyson on the canvas, and he's done a pretty good job leading towards that. It just hasn't happened. And they continue to fight after the bell. And again, it's Buster Douglas who's showing no intimidation by the champion. We're in the champion's corner now. Nobody's done this. Nobody's bullied the champ before. He's getting bullied tonight.
Jab, right hand around here, left hook up here, come back with your right hand. All right, you ain't punching him. Go to the bottom.
All right, watch this combination of punches. There's a big right hand there. Mike's legs didn't go, but his neck certainly absorbed those shots. Now, those are two heavy shots. Watch again. Bang. There's a heavy, heavy shot there. That shot would have dropped most people. Tyson's in tremendous shape. He's got that big neck and able to absorb the punch. But you see that head going. You see the head bounce back again. When you get that big, strong, heavy neck, you're able to absorb it. Look at Tyson now. Look at his eyes. He has the look of a lion going after the zebra now. Let's see if he does it. Here he is inside, fighting very, very hard to try and intimidate Douglas. And Douglas just really is not intimidated by him at all. The one thing he must guard against, and that's getting careless. This is round number 6. I get Douglas winning 1 and 2, 3 and 4, really too close to call. I gave a slight edge to Douglas in the 4th round, but, you know, judges could see it differently. And I get Douglas winning 5, so I have James Buster Douglas out in front of this fight by 4 points in the 6th round. Never thought we'd see it. He's landed more blows. He's landed heavier blows. There's the uppercut. Again, James cannot get lazy with this guy. When he comes in, he's going to do what he's been doing, and that's keep the jab in the face. He hasn't been doing it this round. You know, this is the point in the fight through the middle rounds where the fatigue factor takes over. Now, Douglas is in the prime of his career at 29 years old. He's trained down magnificently to 231.5 pounds. And Mike Tyson, of course, much younger at age 23. He's not as accurate with that left hand as he was in the first 5 rounds, but you'd expect him to lose a little bit of that during the course of the fight. Still, Mike Tyson hasn't been able to take charge. He landed pretty good left hand that time. Now you see Douglas gets those elbows out again, doesn't allow himself to be hit and forces the referee to break them up. Now he's up on his toes. He makes Tyson miss. Tyson with that head going up and down right in the face of Buster Douglas. Douglas almost throws him off that time, which is an important factor to point out because it shows a lack of intimidation. He's not intimidated by Tyson at all. Mike trying to be aggressive, but the height and certainly the punches that Douglas is throwing, the uppercuts. I haven't seen anyone throw uppercuts and land like the 3 or 4 that have landed on the head of chin of Mike Tyson. I haven't seen anyone be able to do that. Haven't seen anyone land combinations to the head of Mike Tyson, and haven't seen anyone really snap his head like this. We all strained to see what Frank Bruno's punch did, but nothing to the degree of, and certainly the amount of punches that Buster Douglas has been able to score with. This would certainly be one of the biggest upsets in the history of boxing if it happened. Certainly the Spinks over Ali fight was a major upset. There have been dozens of other ones, including when Cassius Clay defeated Sonny Liston and defended. Then as Muhammad Ali defended against Sonny Liston. All right, that's the end of 6 rounds.
First on this guy, Mike.
We're in.
Back
to Tyson. Bob Sheridan here on the Don King Sports Entertainment Network. Number 7. Well, I gave clearly the 6th round to Tyson. I thought again Douglas won 1, 2, 3, and 4, too close to call, and the 5th round I gave to Douglas. Tyson's first definitive round that he won was the 6th round, in my opinion. All right, let's see what goes here in round number 7. Again, Buster Douglas has got to get back to getting that left jab pumping in the face and not just letting it go out there, floating out there like he did that time. It's got to get pumping back in the face of the champ. Right hand catches him. Nice left hook by Douglas. Mike comes downstairs to the body. Arms are... Buster Douglas kind of surprising Tyson a bit. And now we find out in this part of the fight about conditions for both fighters. And you just see a close-up shot there. Douglas taking a big, heavy breath. Sometimes you get a second wind after that. But again, I caution you to watch very carefully, because if Buster Douglas gets lazy in any way, and I don't mean that as, you know, like a put-down type of laziness, but I mean if he's just not concentrating enough and has any lapse at all, Tyson will nail him with either the shot like that. There's a shot downstairs. The referee was behind him and they couldn't see that that was below the belt. But Tyson now will resort to anything to win this fight. He doesn't want to lose his title. With Buster Douglas throwing a good right hand that just barely grazed Tyson. And again, the big factor in the fight, Douglas not intimidated one bit and did a bit of bullying of his own, throwing punches after the bell when he clearly heard the bell. Again, and that last combination of punches that Mike Tyson threw, previous to this in the fight, Buster Douglas was tying Tyson up. He's getting, you know, a little bit sloppy, and if he does, he'll get in trouble. Part of that has to do with fatigue. Don't forget, we can sit here and analyze the fight, but you have to be able to execute it. And fatigue is a big robber from the mind. Now you see the referee saying to Tyson, keep your punches up. Referee Octavio Myron. This jab in the face of Tyson. Tyson not giving that head movement and bobbing movement that we've seen in other fights. As the uppercut inside catches Douglas. Douglas tosses him off. You know, previous to this, he was tying Tyson up immediately when he gets in. He lays on Tyson now a bit, backs him off. These aren't real impressive rounds for Tyson. The 6th round wasn't, and the 7th round isn't either. But Tyson has won this round, I believe. All right, the bell ends round number 7. Not a real impressive round for Mike, but I think enough for him to win that round. And gradually, as the rounds tick off, Mike Tyson has not fought past the 7th round in the last 6 fights.
7 out.
Again, unofficially, I've got a couple of rounds. The first 2 rounds in favor of Douglas. The 3rd and 4th round, perhaps even. Douglas winning the 5th, Tyson winning the 6th and 7th, in my opinion. Just a guideline for you. We're in the 8th round now. Bob Sheridan here on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. And Douglas is not executing what he was able to execute in the early going. Tyson is now bullying him a bit and trying to pick up the pace here in the 8th round. It's the first fight we've seen that Mike Tyson really hasn't bullied his opponent and hasn't won every single round, or most every single round. Tyson looking much more confident now and looking like he can execute some of the things that we've seen him do with so many other opponents. I'll say one thing. For Johnny Johnson and John Russell and J.D. McCall, you've done a magnificent job getting Buster Douglas ready for this fight. But it's approaching the area where Douglas was doing a nice job against Tony Tucker for the IBF championship, and it was about this area coming up to the 9th and 10th round that he ran out of gas. He says he didn't run out of gas. It was more of a mental thing. But Tyson is being able to do a lot more things now in this, the 8th round, that he could do in the first few rounds. The 8th round of what so far has been a very surprising fight. And I'm sure you folks watching around the world, if you just tuned in, can't believe it's in the 8th round. But Buster Douglas came here well-conditioned, well-trained, and a fight plan that, like other fighters that had great fight plans, he's been able to execute at least through 5 rounds. 6 and 7 have been back to Tyson. And the 8th round, Tyson's having a good 8th round as well. You see again the referee, Myron, warning them about bringing their heads together. Mike keeps that head right down in the chin and keeps his chin down so he can't be victimized by a uppercut. And some other fighters, at least his opponent, should take that note from him. As Buster Douglas scores 2 nice straight left jabs in the face. Misses with the right hand. Tried to set it up with a left. He doubled with his left and cut Tyson both times. There won't be a jab that'll put Tyson down. And I seriously doubt if an accumulation of punches can put him down. But again, Douglas not being intimidated by Tyson. Tyson tries to work away to get in there. But it's been Douglas, as they break, that's been throwing the punches. Throwing a punch after the bell. Just not allowing this guy to intimidate him. Nice shots landed by Douglas. He works downstairs, catches Tim upstairs. Wild with the right hand. That one didn't catch him at all. So Buster Douglas leaning on the champion. And maybe, oh, a right uppercut puts the challenger down. He should be able to get up by the end of the round. It's up to 5 and 6 and 7. I don't know if he can do it. He's back up on his feet. All right, the bell ends, and it's a good thing for Buster Douglas. Things were going his way, and all of a sudden, as we told you, it would come like a bolt out of the blue, and it did. A right uppercut that floored Buster Douglas. And had the round had about another 30 seconds, it would have been too late for Buster Douglas. Can they revive him in a minute?
Right hand, okay?
Watch this. Watch for the right uppercut. You see him waltz in. Bang, there it is, and down he goes. And I was really concerned whether he was going to be able to get up before the end of the round. Remember, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the 12th and final round. So if he wasn't able to get back to his feet, and it appeared to me almost to be a long count, a little bit of indecision on the part, of the referee, perhaps. I don't know. I didn't have a stopwatch on it, but it seemed a little bit longer than 10 seconds. Well, here's Tyson, a ball of fire now. Mike Tyson knows that he can drop him now, and all the confidence and everything else that James Buster Douglas had through 7 rounds. And he was in the process of winning the 8th round, by the way. And then Tyson caught him with the right uppercut. Douglas's legs still aren't sharp yet. He tries to fight back gamely. He nails Mike a few times, and the crowd loves it. Or in the 9th round, Buster Douglas was down in the 8th. But just the fact we're in the 9th round tells you it's a much more surprising fight than we thought it would be, and a much better fight than we thought it would be. Big right hand. Tyson caught Douglas with a right hand there. These shots now are softening Buster Douglas up. It won't be long now before Tyson flattens him again, unfortunately. And I hate to say that with a couple of minutes left in the round, because Douglas has done a nice job up to this point.
No.
But fatigue has robbed him of the zip he had with the jab, and fatigue has robbed him again of the ability to bully Tyson, and he's not really thinking about tying those arms up when Tyson comes in like he did in the first round. You either got to keep him off with the jab or tie those arms up immediately when he comes in. And because he was unable to execute that, he got nailed with the right uppercut. Tyson looking to land another uppercut. He throws the left hook, but he's looking for the uppercut. He knows that this guy can be hit with it. Round 9, you see the time remaining, inside of 1:18 to go. Tyson's left eye looks a little bit puffy. Good shot! Tyson staggered! Tyson staggered! He nailed him with a good shot! For the first time I've seen Mike Tyson staggered. Both guys trying to fight their hearts out. Tyson nailed again! Buster Douglas has really brought it up from the depths of courage to nail Tyson. Tyson looks like he's regained all the elasticity in his legs again. His legs went rubbery with that shot. The first time I've really seen Tyson with his legs rubberized. Douglas is gutting it on him. He nails Mike again. Tyson getting hit like we've never seen it before. Surprising after Douglas went down in the 8th round to see him come back and nail Tyson like this. You see the time remaining in the 9th round. Tyson puffy around the left eye. He's hit again. Buster Douglas having his best round of the fight. Really, really staggered Tyson. First time we've seen it. The bell ends the 9th round, and we're going to have to see that again. The crowd here in the Tokyo Dome loves it, and so do I. I hope you folks around the world are enjoying it too. All right, watch this now. Douglas nails him with a real good left hook. The right hand gets him back on the ropes. Bounces that head back. Look at these shots.
Round 10.
All right. Here we go with round number 10. Oh, the right hand catches Buster Douglas to open the 10th round. A surprising fight, believe you me. I know that you folks are enjoying this one. Can Douglas continue in round 10 what he did in round 9? Mike Tyson seemed like he was right back. He had Douglas down in the 8th round. It was that uppercut that Tyson just missed there that caught him and floored Douglas. And Douglas had Mike Tyson's legs wobbled and really rubberized in the 9th round. What a turnaround. I expected to see Douglas roll over and go to sleep in the 9th round, to be honest with you. I got to believe in what Johnny Johnson has said now. This kid has come here to fight. He's showing the heart of a lion in this fight, which is what's been needed. He hasn't been bullied by Tyson. He was knocked down, and really knocked down towards the latter seconds of the 8th round. Again, if that 8th round continued any longer, he would have been knocked out immediately because he was really rubbery. But the bell ended the round and saved it, and somehow or other, in a minute, the corner. Oh, Tyson nails. Down goes Tyson. What a shock. Can Mike get up? The count is up to 3 and 4 and 5. Tyson, we never expected to see this. Does he know where he is? We get a new heavyweight champion. We have a new heavyweight champion. It's all over. One of the upsets, the biggest upset probably in the history of boxing. James Buster Douglas, the new heavyweight champion of the world. Unbelievable. Listen to the crowd. Look at the corner of Buster Douglas. What a shocking surprise. Okay, we'll show it to you now. Watch what happens. Douglas bounces the head back. Now watch this. Watch for the right hand. Tyson covering up. He waltzes in. He gets that stand down. The uppercut. Big uppercut. Left hook. Right hand grazes. Then a big left hand catches him. So it was the uppercut and a straight left hand that flattened Tyson.
Buster Douglas, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's happening. Take this out.
Why did it happen, James?
Because I wanted it.
Why? Why did you win this fight that nobody on the planet gave you?
His mother.
In what way?
God bless her heart.
Let him go, Larry.
After he got knocked down, I said you can't let him beat.
You want to go, James?
Let him talk.
Are you saying, I mean, you came out here more animated than we've ever seen you, more focused than we've ever seen you, and you're crediting it to the fact that the death of your mother just what? Focused your mind, what?
I was already focused, you know.
Well, what surprised you from the get-go? What were you going to try to do from the get-go?
That's what I did, whip his ass. You know, I mean, you come to fight, I come to fight. I told you in the room, I said, that it was time for James Jones to come out of the closet.
But it seems you had
You know, I told you that I also had times where I had great fights that would come back with 2 or 3 different fights that was mediocre, you know, and that would leave a lot of doubt. I don't blame you guys. You guys go on what you see, you understand? But I know, and my people know, that what the real James Douglas is all about.
Buster Douglas, the new, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Brought to you by Budweiser, the clean, crisp taste that says this Bud's for you.